Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Captain Chang Plays Cold Waters. Today we're going to do a bit of a tutorial. Let's call this Cold Water Tactics with DotMod. Previously I have done a video on how surface combat works against other surface vessels, but I have not shown you anything about surface defense. So to set this up, I'm going to take a destroyer, or a cruiser, doesn't matter, against a couple, say a couple Soviet destroyers. Let's make it interesting. Let's make it 3 different Soviet destroyers, a Kashin, a Kanin, and a Sovremenny. Okay, let's go ahead and do accept. So we're looking at 3, well, let's go ahead and do 3 ships. So it's going to pick 3 ships out of these 3, so not necessarily one of each, but close enough. And we are going to pick a, let's get a surface ship. We're just going to click through all this. It goes, why is it giving me all the Soviet ships too? Okay, well, I guess it's this is a scenario builder. Sometimes it's known to do some wacky things like this. Okay, Oliver has a Perry class. This has some harpoons, some Rim 66Es. These are standards, and some 3-inch guns, and let's see. Yes, it has anti-missile defenses. So let's do a 1v3, and then I'll show you all the defenses available. Okay, let's get a set. We got USS Patch. Okay. Now, okay, we are going to man battle stations, but let's double check the status. We have torpedoes loaded in the torpedo tubes, although these torpedoes really not very useful. We have the Rim 66, we have 24 standard missiles and 16 harpoons. What we're going to do is we're going to trade some of these harpoons. We're going to get a couple more standards, because this is mainly about demonstrating the defensive measures. So we're just, we are not, in the other video I've demonstrated the offensive weapons, so we're going to be demonstrating the defensive weapons on this one. So we are going to load a standard in the launcher, and that's it.
On sonar, new contact bearing 088, designated Sierra 1.
Okay, you might notice I have not turned on my radar. There's a reason for that.
Come right to 222, helm I.
We have listened, and let's go ahead and identify that. These guys are not necessarily...
Lost contact. Sierra 1, last bearing 088, contact faded.
Okay. S2 is quite a bit closer than we thought. What the... I want the Soviet ships, darn it.
Con sonar, new contact bearing 082, designated Sierra 3. Con sonar, Sierra 3 is classified as escort.
Okay, you might have... As I said, I have not turned on my radar. We could turn on my telescope, and we can turn on my ESM, but I'm not turning on my radar. because I don't want to advertise my solution yet.
Contact faded.
Sorry, my position yet. You might notice the ESM is showing 3, which means we're not within detectable range. And
Regained contact on.
okay.
Sierra 1, bearing 087. Con sonar regained contact on. Sierra 3, bearing 081.
We'll need to turn that on.
Lost contact. Sierra.
Let's go ahead and go into 3.
Con sonar,
And let's...
we are cavitating. Con sonar lost contact.
Okay.
Sierra 3,
You might notice
bearing 0.
we have the
Maneuvering, making turns.
torpedo launchers on the sides, so it's not a very long-range weapon. And we have one CIWS in the rear that shoots. So if we want to defend against any missiles, we have to point our tail to it. And the launcher is up front.
Con, helm, steady course.
So that's why we are heading away from those guys
Helm right to 268. Helm
at 16 knots. At 15 knots. We're not close enough to worry about Nixies, because they're not going to be shooting any torpedoes at us. But these are the aircraft weapons, so that's for anti-submarine operations, which we will discuss at some other time. We were identifying them using sonar, and apparently the ship does have baffles, because the sonar is in the front. Let's go ahead and turn right slightly so we can see all 3 of them on the sonar. Okay, now that we are ready, let's introduce the sensors.
Regained contact on. Sierra 3, bearing 080.
New ESM contact, bearing 070.
Okay, looks like we got a couple merge contacts. ESM contacts have been merged with the sonar contacts, so we have identified all ships.
On. Sierra 3, bearing 080. Con,
Okay.
helm, steady course.
And remember, that's why we have our tail pointed toward the enemy, so the CIWS, the CIWS, can engage incoming missiles.
New ESM contact, bearing 086.
And that guy just pinged us again with a radar, but he's not getting a very good contact. Okay. We're not going to be shooting anything at them yet, but let's introduce all the sensors.
Con,
Periscope.
sonar lost contact.
That's just...
Sierra 2,
let's...
last bearing 070. Contact faded.
We are using a submarine game to simulate surface ships, so just pretend this is like optical sensors. ESM asks the same thing. You have to raise it just to get the ESM. Just pretend. And radar, obviously, is just radar. What you need to really know about this button here is chaff.
Con, sonar regained contact on. Sierra 3, bearing 080.
And this button is important when they shoot anti-ship missiles at you. Let's see. Do we have a speed on this guy yet? No? Okay, let's turn on the radar.
Raise the radar mast. New ESM contact, bearing 086.
Okay, we should have some contacts on these guys pretty soon.
Con, sonar regained contact on. Master 2, bearing 071. Con, sonar launch transient from.
Okay, somebody just fired. They're firing okay. Defensive weapons, ready, standard missile, anti-missile mode,
Master 1,
launch.
last bearing
As you can see, the missile just launched and it's doing a big curve and it's going backwards. Uh-oh, it missed. Okay. And as you can see, we didn't shoot a chaff, so we just got hit. That's not fun. Let's do a bit of, we are down to 34%. That's not good. Let's load another. Okay.
Sonar lost contact. Master 1, last bearing 086. Contact faded. Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 3, last bearing 080. Contact faded.
That's because we didn't use chaff. We need to choose chaff quite extensively. Someone just launched it again. Let's see.
Con sonar launch transient from. Con sonar launch transient from.
Shoot 27. Aye, sir.
Con sonar regained con sonar launch transient from.
Shoot 27. Aye, sir.
Okay, ready with chaff. We just got sunk. So as you can see, chaff is not always successful, and let's just say our missiles are accuracy is a little to be doubtful, and we should really be at full speed. But that's the way this things go sometimes. Now let's try the mission editor again. Let's go back to this. And this time, come on. Okay. Well, we are... Maybe we should load something a little bigger. Well, tired of eating. Let's see. Ollie Burks are... Yep. Okay. Zoom in. Arleigh Burks have CIWS in the front and a CIWS in the back, which is why I said not all ships are built as nice. Okay, let's get Roosevelt ready.
On sonar new contact bearing 2.
Upscope. Raise the ESM mast.
Okay, and we're going flank.
Make turns. Con sonar. We are cavitating.
Don't worry about cavitating. Ships always cavitate. And let's see. Where did we say Sierra 2 was? Let's go this way then.
Con sonar lost contact.
We need to
Sierra,
be...
come left 2.
Since we have two different
Helm aye.
CIWS, we need to be perpendicular, so both can engage at the same time. And let's see, we have rim. Okay, this is the standard missile. We have accelerated to 34 knots. It is time to...
Con sonar new contact bearing 288. Designated Sierra 3.
I think we are identifying them by signature already. Let's see. Yeah, we should be okay now.
Course.
Okay.
Raise the radar mast.
Con maneuvering. Making turns for 3-4 knots. Con
Okay.
sonar master 3 is classified as escort.
Okay, looks like there are some,
Bearing 315.
quite a few civilians in the area. So those are civilians, so we are going to turn right slightly to present our both sides. If he wants to shoot at us, he gets to see both CIWS at the same time.
Con, helm, steady course.
He's at 25.8. No harpoon loaded at the moment, but we don't need it. At least not yet. Checking weapons. We have some extended range RIM 155s. Those are SM6s, I believe. 18 of those. We have 28 rims on Aegis. And we have 15 of sub-rocks. Or, sorry, ASROCs. And we have 10. So we don't really have any anti-ship weapons loaded. Unless we want to use any of these in anti-ship mode. And at the moment, I don't. So let's get the extended range ones loaded. As you can see, the extended range RIM 156 is basically a RIM 66 with an extra booster in the back. Okay, for you. Okay, looks like this ship is going to be a bit of a problem.
Left to 198, helm I.
This thing hasn't pinged us yet, so whatever M1 is, it's going to be in cannon range pretty soon. And cannon range is going to be a little short.
Helm, steady course. Come right to 235, helm I.
Okay, that's a trawler, but that M1 here is obviously an enemy warship. So we are just going to be cruising here until they decide to shoot at us.
Lower
Oh,
the ESM mast.
wait. Yeah, these are on.
Con sonar, master 1 is classified as escort.
Okay, looks with 2 cannons, and there's probably a third one hiding back there. I hope these trawlers know what's good for them. And they should be getting out of the area, not trying to get it between us. Okay, 24.5. I think our range is 23.5, so we will be turning on the cannon when we get in range. But we're supposed to be demonstrating some defenses. Okay, looks like he just pinged us, so he's now master to M1. Is there another contact somewhere around here? I don't see him. Yeah, curvature of the Earth and all that. 02 has been upgraded to Master 2. Remember, 2 CIWS, 1 forward, 1 rear. So we're just cruising along and see... let's see, if we are facing this way, maybe we should turn south a little bit.
Come left to 209, helm I.
Want to present our side to you so we can engage on both sides with the CIWS. By the way, we have unlimited chaff, so feel free to pop one like this. Yeah, that's what chaff looks like. Obviously, you have to do it when the missiles are not like on terminal course towards you. think we're almost ready to shoot the cannon. Why they aren't shooting their missiles? The 5-inch guns just doesn't quite have the oomph of the bigger cannons like the battleships or something. Like, what are they doing there? They're shooting at me. Yeah, I'm afraid it's going to take a lot of shots in order to land one. What the heck is M2? Don't tell me they sent me 3 cannons this time and none of them have any missiles on board. Ah, great.
Come right to 2, 3, 4, helm aye.
Well, that's going to be a perfectly great waste of time.
Con, helm, steady course.
Way to find out, I guess.
Fire VLS.
Con sonar, master 2 is classified as escort.
Great, we have 3 cannons and they don't have... None of them have any anti-ship missiles. So I can demonstrate.
Fire VLS. Fire VLS.
Well, now you know that these extended range standards are great anti-ship missiles, but you need like 3 of them to blow up a ship.
Fire VLS. Fire VLS. Fire VLS.
And this is supposed to be a defense demonstration. So they do have anti-ship defenses. Well, they do have CIWS, and as you can see, it is somewhat effective.
Fire VLS. Fire VLS. Fire VLS. Fire VLS. Fire VLS. Fire VLS. Con sonar lost contact. Master 2. Last bearing 3-1-1. Contact breaking up. Fire VLS. Fire VLS.
Technically, we're wasting these missiles. We should have fired the standard ones, but not that it really matters. We're here mainly to make a point.
Con sonar lost contact. Master 3. Last bearing 3-1-6. Contact breaking up.
Let's set this up again. I guess I really shouldn't have picked a different ship, even though it's technically a DDG. Yeah, let's remove that and add a Sovremenny. Let's just see. 2-2-1-2. Udaloy and Sovremenny. I think that's a better matchup. Okay. Like early bird is good. As report, let's go ahead and unload the ass rocks because we don't need these. Let's go ahead and we don't need T-lambs either. We're not doing any. Let's increase 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's just increase this to max. And we'll load the extended range in the VOS while the regular. Okay,
On sonar
stations.
new contact bearing 2.
Upscope. Raise the ESM mast.
Okay, we're going
Con sonar. We are cavitating.
standard. Gun is no target. Okay, we have an ESM contact somewhere around here. Okay.
Making turns for
let's go, remember, parallel, the perpendicular to our contacts to the southeast, so
Sonar regained contact on
yeah,
0,
let's do
1, bearing 2, 0. Come left to 1, 1, 2, helm aye.
okay.
Con sonar, launch transient from. Con sonar, launch transient from.
Okay. Read
Raise
on.
radar mast.
Con
Oh,
sonar, con
yeah,
helm.
they
Steady
really.
course.
As you can see, this ship has the Aegis system, so it just basically fires as many missiles as required. And just in case, we have a button on the chaff. Yeah, see, he defends this automatically. Start launching chaff, and when it starts going, we start launch chaff.
Transient from. Con sonar, launch transient from.
Yeah, this thing has the Aegis, so once you turn on the missile, it will launch them automatically.
Con sonar, launch transient from.
And Aegis is actually quite effective. As you can see, we are basically intercepting everything they're launching.
Con sonar, launch transient from. Con sonar, launch transient from. Con sonar, launch transient from.
See? That's how you defend, basically. When you hear the alarm going out, you start going. Then you stop popping the chaff.
Launch transient from.
Yep, there comes another one. I know, we have only 7 missiles left. It's like, how many of those big anti-ship missiles do you think they carry? But they're pretty much out of it by now. If they do have some, we have seen them. Let's see. That's, how are they doing? Okay, well, not much. Well, this guy really is like right next to one of those the trawlers. Okay, so how far are you? 28, 26, close enough. Okay, let's get a little bit closer.
Come right to 1, 5, 4, helm aye.
So we can get into a bit of a gun duel. On the other hand, it's time for us to test their anti-missile defenses. Anti-ship mode. Engage.
Fire VLS. Fire VLS.
Con sonar, launch transient from. Con helm. Con sonar, launch transient from.
Fire VLS. Fire VLS.
Yes, I launched 6 of them in a row.
Launch transient from. Con sonar, launch transient from. Con sonar,
Well, looks like we just destroyed the Sovremenny. And we're lucky that we did not touch the freighter. So, we're going to leave the other Sovremenny alone until we get in range to blast her with cannons. But to do that, let's go ahead and speed up to flank.
4 knots. Maneuvering eye.
Unfortunately, there is no zigzag, so you basically have to manually turn the ship left and right toward an evasion course, if you want to do something like that. Let's just speed up the game a little bit, shall we?
Con maneuvering. Making turns for 4 knots.
Okay, and just to verify, how many cannons does this have? One on the nose. Don't see anything on the rear, so there's only one. But that's all we need. If he has something surprising in the front, 23.4, come on. What was it? Okay, well. Okay, should be firing any second now. Cannon has aimed. Firing. Yep, he's firing back. I have no idea whose gunnery is going to be better, but doesn't really matter. As you can see, he has basically fired his entire load, 8 big anti-ship missiles. He has these double barrels, but he's not really going to be able to shoot them much. Remember, we're going 34 knots. He's going 33. Nice. Let's do a slight left turn. As I said, this gonna take a while. Each of the turrets have enough of a ready magazine to do about 10 to 15 shots, and then it has to reload. Personally, I think it's time to start using up the missiles.
Fire BLS. Fire BLS. Fire BLS. Fire BLS. Con sonar. Launch transient from.
And you can tell it has fired a SAM trying to intercept my missiles, because that missile is yellow. But that's why I fired 4 in a row.
Launch transient from.
He has fired chaff, and he's taking a hit. So those itty bitty things are their CIWS. Pretty neat. This suggests there's 2 more on the rear deck. Let's slow down to 20 knots.
0 knots. Maneuvering aye. Fire VLS. Fire VLS. Fire VLS. Con sonar. Launch transient from.
Yeah, he's firing counter missiles. But that's why we fire 4 in a row.
Con sonar. Launch transient from.
Okay, it looks like I fired a missile for nothing. Did we put it out of its misery?
Fire VLS. Fire VLS. Fire VLS. Fire VLS. Con sonar. Launch transient from.
He's still launching defensive missiles. But again, I'm firing 4 in a row, so he may be able to get 2. I doubt he's going to get more than that.
Con sonar lost contact. Master 1. Last bearing 228. Contact breaking up.
And 3 of these 4 got through the chaff cloud, and heck, even my cannons are landing now. Not that it matters now. It's nosing in, and that is the end of the Sovremenny. Well, folks, I hope you have managed to observe how both offensive and defensive operations are conducted with surface vessels. We have conducted our defenses accordingly. We pointed our CIWS at the enemy. We let it engage. We popped chaff when necessary, and we were not hit by their anti-ship missiles. And then we turned around, engaged, and hit them with the standard missiles acting as the anti-ship mode. And we successfully sunk both Sovremennies. So I hope you have learned something from this demonstration, and hopefully that lead to your additional enjoyment of playing DotMod. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like this video, and I will see you in the next one.